At this point, we have defined our destiny as a civilization. The next question is, and the next generation, Generation Y, check it out, is the most self-absorbed generation, lost in a playland of distractions provided for them by the parasitic elite. The movie I, Robot is a depiction of the entire sociopathic alphabet, where Will Smith is the aging Generation Y and the robots represent the two aspects of Generation Z. Sonny, which actually was an acronym for Sony from Japan, because Sony was the first to explore artificial intelligence. Sony, or Sonny, was the hope of redemption, the special seed, the one, get this, not connected to the hive mother mind, like I've been telling you. Anybody saw iRobot? Then there are the new models, totally connected to the hive mother by way of the heart chakra, the physical seat of the soul, where she motivates them to kill. In the end, Generation Z is left to fend for itself with Sony as their leader and their guide. Check the tripping that's going on. Back in 1996, I made an announcement after Brian Wrong had come. And Dr. Brown was there when we looked inside of Brian Wrong's head and saw the mechanics stitched in him. He looked like a cyborg. Am I right or wrong, Dr. Brown? She bought an orthoscope, the thing that the doctors push in your ear, turn on a light to look in there, and sure enough, we saw this silver thing lining his ear, going all the way down into his ear canal. He had it up in his throat, in the back, in his spine, and in his chest. In 1996, I made an announcement at the Gathering of the Masters that as of that year, over 197,000 children were uploaded with the chips. That was back then. Will plays the part of the reverse racist. Right. Check it out. Who shows contempt for the blue-eyed, pale-faced, childlike creature. But a little more about that later. Children today are being programmed to think that every man and woman should act and do for themselves. They sit transfixed like zombies in front of TVs and various size computer screens, worshiping artificial people with cartoon lives, while the system drugs them with vicarious experiences and superheroes, secondhand sensuality, seducing them into believing that they must achieve fortune and fame in order to have meaning in their lives. If you can't sell it, you can't spend it, it don't mean nothing. America's children, more specifically white children, and generally black and Latino children, now suffer from the psychosocial disease of affluence. The disease of affluence. A child who is poor looking at everybody else who has a whole other frame of mind now. The comfort and the so-called pseudo-joy being expressed by the boy leaning out of his huge gas-sucking big fucking tank of a Navigator. A truck that gets maybe 15, maybe 13, like when they lie to you, 12 miles a gallon. The wars that you're going to see fought in the next 10 years are so we can drive SUVs. This is why at the present time, there are over 1,000 active serial killers operating in the world today, with 76% of them born and raised here in the good old USA. Our nearest competitor is England with 17% of the world's serial killers. But understand that while the U.S. can claim the dubious distinction of spawning 3/4 of all serial killers operating today, we only constitute by number 6% of the world's population, with over 70% of the serial killers. The profile of a serial killer is of no surprise to us. 84% of them are white, 90% of them are white males, 86% of them are heterosexuals, and 3% of them are men of color. Another example of the symptoms of toxic affluence besides serial killing happens mostly to white women, and that is bulimia, anorexia, obesity, which is for us the same, for black folks, depression and suicide. But the rate is going up in the black community now because black males are killing themselves at a higher level now. And this is from the richest country in the world. It's gotten so bad that psychiatrists are treating grown-ass men who are stressed out because their lives are entirely centered around the outcomes of professional sports events.